welcome back. On this one, I've just decided what I'm going to do is have a look at a mediumship reading. I just typed in mediumship into YouTube, and this is the first thing that came up, just to show you how I would analyse a mediumship reading on myself, or how I would analyse a mediumship reading like this, where we can see from a third-person perspective what's going on. You have to be very, very careful with mediums. There are a lot of fakes out there. People who claim that all mediums are fake, again, probably not overly familiar with the research being done and using common sense. So let's see what this one is like. Psychic medium Char Margolis performing a shocking audience reading. What I've got here, I've just got a simple hit and miss chart, so I'll explain my thought process as we go. I'm not a professional researcher of mediumship, but just this is what I would do if I was looking at one of these pieces of footage. First thing I'll say is that anything televised I'm overly skeptical of, because there's no way of showing whether anything was done, like forms being signed by the audience, giving specific information like names, addresses, ages, reasons for being there, that could have been passed on to the medium before the show. There's no way of knowing that. We also don't know how it was edited and what parts were edited out or whatever. If only the hits were given and failed readings were cut out, there's no way of knowing. So I don't like taking television-based mediums or internet-based mediums readings at face value, but we'll see.
Big treat for us. Psychic medium Char Margolis connected with some Cityline audience members recently. Take a look.
Is there a J or G in that name, like Marjorie?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your mother?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Straight away. Is there a J or G in your name? For example, Marjorie. Well, Marjorie isn't a J or G name, first of all. It's an M. I mean, there's a J in it, but notice how they say, right, J or G. That's two potential options out of 26 in the alphabet, which fine isn't the biggest of odds, but I mean, J and G can kind of sound the same, and I suppose she may be using Marjorie as an example of what she means by that JG sound, so this is the J sound. But I don't know. I wouldn't say Marjorie is a J or G name. See, the problem is, if she is a legitimate medium, what she's probably hearing is the J sound. So in her mind, she'd be thinking, is that a J? Is that a G? I need to give an example like, I don't know, Marjorie, that sort of thing. Because genuine mediums allegedly have to interpret signals that they get from spirits, and it's not always clear cut, as in they won't say Marjorie or they won't say John or whatever. Why? I don't know. Maybe some do, but most mediums will hear just snippets of information that they've then got to interpret.
And then is there another MAR?
Mm-hmm.
So here.
Are one of them deceased?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Your mom's with you. I feel like you were summoning her. I feel like you were...
What I like is she's not giving away any information. She's just going, yes, yes. No, so when she said there's another Ma name in your family or whatever, she's not saying, yes, that was my mum, yes, that was my sister. She's just saying, yep, and making the medium do the work, which is what should be done. Otherwise, there's always an argument for you're feeding the information to the medium, who's then taking advantage of it.
We're hoping I would bring her.
Well, yes.
You made sure she was taken care of.
The only reason you go to a medium is to hope that someone would come through. So that was definitely guessworthy. I'm not going to put that as a hit.
So she's grateful to you. Is there a middle name like this, a J or G? You two have like a real connection.
That was a miss. No response from a J to G in a middle name, so she moved on to the next question, which doesn't show that she's fake, doesn't show that she's just missed one and therefore is trying to get something else. It could just be a genuine misunderstanding or a misread.
Did he talk about getting you a piece of jewelry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a ring
Yes.
Yeah.
to get engaged?
Yes.
I see that. Did it happen yet?
Yes.
You could argue that because of her age, she may be at that age where she's got a fiance or something, but that is a hit to me. That's quite far-fetched to say that was a guess.
Where is it?
I'm not wearing it.
Ah, she's trying to fool me.
That was his idea, not mine.
I think your mom's very happy. about this and engage. Marriage is good for you. Who's having the issue
Right, new person.
with walking?
So my one grandma, my mom's mom.
I'll put that. I'm going to start a new line now. So that first reading was 6 hits and 1 miss. The miss being the J in the middle name or the G in the middle name. First of all, issue walking. A lot of people have issues walking. Looking at her age, you'd assume that she still probably has a grandparent who's alive, and they'd most likely have issues with walking or issues with some other area. So I'll put that down. I'll put that down as a hit, but that is a guessable hit.
Did she fall?
Yeah.
I feel like she needs extra attention or extra care. It's okay, sweetie. I don't think she's told you every time she's fallen.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Is there Helen or Helena? Who's that?
That's my mom.
Your mom. I like.
This is what I don't like about TV mediums. You notice the jump cut there, so we don't know what happened in between that thing in that time, why it was cut. Was there a selection of misses that weren't broadcast worthy? We don't know. I'm not saying there was, but I'm just saying we don't know, and that's why I'm always skeptical of TV mediums.
Her. I like her. She loves you, but she might be a little too protective of you.
Yeah.
You are my big fat regret.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah.
You're gonna find
I'm not going to put that as a
somebody
hit
who's, like,
because a lot
really
of mothers are like that.
solid
Most mothers
and
are like
good.
that.
It's incredible to see people have these revelations with you, Shar. Shar
Thank
joins
you.
us in studio.
Thank you.
In that last reading I got, it was a shorter one, 3 hits, no misses. But there were a couple of dubious hits.
Are you normally not somebody who uses curse words?
I'll skip forward a little bit.
I mean, seriously, like, looking at you, you do not strike me as dropping the F-bomb. Like, that's not...
If the venue arises, yes.
I'm supposed to say he was with you when you repetitively kept saying that over and over again. So I don't know if when you found out he passed, that's the word you kept using over and over and over.
Yeah, I cursed.
Okay. One word over and over and over and over is what he's showing me. Then I feel like you need to know he's okay. Are you like an amazing like
A lot of people
baker or
would,
something?
Would of course
Like,
do that.
I'd like to say
I'm a
like,
cook. I like cooking.
okay, so what's the
put that as a
pie or the sweet thing I'm supposed to be bringing up?
Lemon meringue pie.
Is that
It
like
was his favourite. It was.
Right, I put the baking as a miss because she didn't immediately jump onto it and she said, I like cooking. But that I wouldn't say is, you can't class that as baking. And I'm also not going to put that lemon meringue pie as a hit either because it wasn't specific enough for me. It was just generally, what's the pie? You know, what's the thing, the pie? And she said she likes cooking, so you could jump on that.
And did you tell him he was out of this
And she also filled in the lemon meringue bit, so that was her kind of adding to it.
world, or he was interplanetary, or he was galactic, or did he like have an obsession with NASA? Why am I seeing space?
Oh, I don't know. He was into everything.
No, I'm seeing space. Like I'm seeing like space.
I don't know.
He's sticking with it, which is interesting. A lot of false mediums would have moved on to something else. No, that's not the case.
I don't know what this is. Did you
Or
like
something
go
else.
see Star Wars with him or something, or like did
No,
he take
he
you
wasn't
to?
into Star Wars or anything like that.
I'm in
He
space.
was outside, outdoory. I'm Star Wars. I'm a Trekkie.
So then, where could I have gone? Where could you have gone that he could have been with you in the last year or so that has me inside something spaceship-like? Did you go to an exhibit? Were you someplace that?
So he said he's getting something spacey, which to me brought up the image of kind of, I suppose, open space, you know, black background, loads of stars everywhere. But now he's saying that it was in a spaceship. Is that, I don't know if he's changed that or whether he just didn't really say what it was clearly, and I just thought space as in stars, not is in a spaceship setting. But he seems to have changed that there.
Like, are you like standing in front of Darth Vader, or?
I flew to Brisbane because he was my first husband's child, and to celebrate the anniversary of his death with his daughter in the plane.
Okay.
And my first husband has remarried, and his son is a Trekkie. He's right into
That's
the
too
whole
broad.
works and dirks. So yeah.
So when you went, right?
That's too.
What's
vague.
the submerged? Like, I want to like put you into the moment. So did you like go someplace, and where you were, like you put your face in the cutout, and it's like, you know, Darth Vader and Yoda, or like, is there? Did you go see the new?
Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah.
Okay.
I
After
did.
he passed.
Yes.
Okay. Then he was with you when you did this space thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was too. That was too messed around with, I suppose, that conversation to count that as a hit, because she gave a lot of information there. He had to ask, and I'm not saying it's because he's fake. I'm saying it's probably because he was given this sign. If he is genuine, he would have been given this sign that he doesn't have a clue what it means, and he just had to fish around to understand what that means. Or if he was fake, he was just trying to make it fit. So I can't put that down as a hit because it wasn't direct enough, and it wasn't, I suppose, straight away for me.
And why did you ask for his socks?
I needed socks
Okay.
out of
So
wool,
that's a-
scrap wool, and he used to call them mummy socks. And he used to say, I need another pair of mummy socks. Can you knit me another pair? And he'd come home from work, take off his shoes and socks and put his mummy socks on.
I don't even have to look at Jess because she's a Cancerian and she's a hot mess right now. He's good.
Thank you.
He's good. And did your ex-husband's new family tell you, like, they're adopting you as their mom?
His son did.
I'll put
Cool.
that as an iffy hit.
Can I just, like,
because,
wish-
I think again that's if you've just lost, if your mother-in-law has just lost their husband and they're upset, yeah, you would say something like that. I think most people would say something like that. So that is a hit, but that's a guessable hit.
For something in her ear? Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Your ex-husband's new family. It's like whisper something in her ear. Yes? Okay.
So he's whispering something in her ear. Do I try and listen to what it is, or is that not right? But I'm going to try and listen to what it is, but I'm not going to reveal. I couldn't hear a word.
Let's go right there.
Our brother
Oh,
passed
straight in.
away.
Oh no. So straight away she's given information, you see, and it's fair enough if that's what you've come here to do, but I wouldn't do that. That gives information, and straight away, you know, that's not a good
And
thing.
he died suddenly. We didn't get to say.
Don't say anything about him. But
Okay.
is your
Yeah.
question about your brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is his mom also passed?
Yep.
And she passed before him?
Yep.
Because I feel like
I'll put that as a hit that the mother did. I'll put it as a hit that the mother died beforehand, although of course a mother usually dies before her son, so
was there to greet
take
him.
that what you will.
Was there some type of, like, was he missing or somebody missing, or was there like somebody in the family that was like out of the family for a while? Removed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are the 5 kids in the family?
I'll put that one as a hit.
Yeah. There's more than 5.
Tell me.
6.
So out of the psychic math now, we know we do 5 minus 1, right? 5 are similar, 1's different.
Okay.
So how can I have 5 being similar, 1 being different?
What was that?
Not sure.
Also passed?
Yep.
And she passed before him?
Yep.
Because I feel like she was there to greet him. Was there some type of, like, Was he missing, or somebody missing, or was there like somebody in the family that was like out of the family for a while? Removed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are the 5 kids in the family?
Yeah, there's more than 5.
Tell me.
6.
So out of the psychic math now, we know we do 5 minus 1, right? 5 are similar, 1's different.
Okay.
So how can I have 5 being similar, 1 being different?
I think he's saying that out of the 6, there's going to be
not
5.
sure.
5 of them are similar.
Is it that
one's
5 are
different.
living and 1's past? Or
No.
6 are living and
There's,
3
yeah,
are
there's
past.
6 girls and
There's
how many
more
total?
information given there.
sorry, there's 8
9.
altogether in the siblings. Is that
9.
9? Sorry. Sorry.
9.
Big
Thank you.
family.
So there's
We're all
6,
sisters.
6
Okay.
girls and 3 boys have passed. Males.
There's too much information.
So I need to do, in my way, it's got to be 5 and 4, where 5 have something in common and 4 are different. So are 5
don't
close in age,
understand.
4 further apart, or how many total passed?
3.
No. I don't know how to split it, but I know it's got to be 5 and 4. And I know that somebody passed from something impacted to their head or something that affects their head, correct?
One of the brothers, yeah.
Okay. Was that his fault? Like, could he take on the responsibility for what happened to him? Somebody's making me feel like they want to take on the responsibility for, like, how they got there. Like, what they did might have caused the circumstances that created how they got there. So, for example, if somebody was texting and driving or drinking and driving, that to me would be that. Whereas,
He was football training.
so then whatever it was that he was doing, something that he did created the circumstance that would have created that. You follow? And who's Anthony?
Okay.
The brother I was first asking about, yeah.
That one that's
Okay,
passed?
That's,
Yeah.
that's a definite.
Okay. Is he Anthony Joe or Anthony J?
Mark Anthony.
So then I need to put a J connection to them as well.
Yeah, see, that's a miss.
So on the same
Yeah.
level, there's got to be a J. Meaning like out of the siblings, there's got to be a J connection. Who would that be?
There's Joe, like Joe, brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Okay.
I'm putting that as a miss. That's 2.
What was your question going to be about him?
I was
vague.
just going to say, he passed away suddenly, and when he died, we buried him. And then later on, because I was so upset of losing him, later on, I remember him telling me that he wanted to be cremated. I was just wondering if he's okay with being
I'm going to tell you
buried.
with confidence, after
Yeah.
32 years of doing this, nobody cares. Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Was somebody murdered? Like murdered?
No.
There's a murder here.
Okay.
Murder?
Miss.
Okay. I'm not comfortable with murders on camera. Was this unsolved? It was solved? I'm more comfortable then.
Oh, well, that might
I've
not
had a
be
couple
bit
of very
information
uncomfortable
then.
moments where I revealed stuff.
I put that unsolved thing as a miss, but then he said he's more comfortable with it, so he might have just been asking that to see whether he could talk about it, so I've taken that off as a miss.
Where it was unsolved, and then it kind of got out there, so I don't like that. I don't know who this is yet. I just know that they're taking on the fact that they were murdered, but they were murdered by somebody that I think they knew from what they're showing me. Like, this isn't like a random thing. It's like they're connected to the person. So I don't know if they were like shot by their husband, if they were like murdered by their boyfriend, but I'm feeling like this is a relationship that's connected. And they're letting me know that. Are there 2 people that were killed?
No.
I see 2. This isn't like a murder-suicide, right?
No.
I see 2 people who passed tragically.
My second cousin.
Murdered?
Murdered, then he took his own life. Yeah,
And are you guys together?
we're friends, yes.
Okay, so your family's coming through together.
I'll put that.
Can I ask
as
you what the
I'll put that as a
relationship of
hit because it is related to the person who's with her.
Person for you that was murdered?
My flatmate.
What was the obsessive thing about your flatmate? Like who, like the person that did this to them? Like, I feel like stalker, like obsessed.
I think so, but we didn't realise at the time.
So was
I
it
won't put
somebody
that
that
'cause
was
it
like
didn't
a
seem
friend
sure.
or like a dating kind of connection?
No,
Miss.
we shared a house split in 2,
Right.
and they lived on the other side of the house.
Obsessed is the feeling.
Yes.
Would mistake any niceties as being overtures, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put that as a hit.
And had you been away, you had been away when this happened?
Yes.
So you were away when you found out that this had taken place?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know how long this has been, but I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that, like, not a day goes by where you don't reflect on the connection, the relationship, the conversations, and that even though you would have been connected for a short period of time, because I don't think you were like living together for a long period of time.
No, that's right.
Yeah. But the impact of the relationship stayed with you.
Yes.
And not because of the ending or the murder, but because of the dynamic.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll put that
And
in
were
here.
you-
I was going to say, if you were living with someone and they turned out to be murdered, of course you'd be thinking about it all the time. But if she agreed that it wasn't because the person died, it was because of the relationship they had while they were alive, I'm happy to put that as a hit.
You interviewed either for a newspaper or you interviewed on, minus today, but were you on TV? Was there some type of camera in some way connected to you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Separate from this case? Like, were you on camera separate from that case?
Yes.
Okay. So, like, there's another reason why I would be putting you on camera?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that I'm interpreting what I'm seeing correctly.
No, that's okay.
Like, do you work in TV or do you do something that would put you on television?
No. I was just interviewed randomly the other week.
I'm not going to put that as a miss because he got the information, he's just trying to understand what it means.
Weeks ago.
So this just happened?
Yes.
So it's a current event for you?
Yes.
So one of the things that I tell folks is that what they do is they bring up things that just happened, things that are current in your energy, to say like, hey, I really am with you. Hey, I really do see what's going on. Are you not married?
No.
Can I go there?
If you like.
Okay. Did you also recently tell someone that you don't want to be in a quote unquote like prison of a relationship?
Thank you, yes.
Okay. It's not that you're not open, you are open.
Yes.
You just don't want to be in the confines of what the definition is. You have your own kind of, you want to be free.
Yes.
Because somebody apparently was telling you that you're being too picky or difficult, correct?
Yes.
I don't know. I think I'd stick to what you're doing.
Thank you.
I think I think you're solid and you know who you are and what you want, and you don't feel like you're being defensive and putting things out there that will stop you from having a relationship.
Yeah.
I just think that you're just making choices of like, I don't want to do second grade over again. Like, I've been in second grade. I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you had been married and you had that experience, but it's like, I've done that. Now I want to do me.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're doing you. And I'm getting a positive feeling about that.
Great.
So I guess don't settle.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
So from John Edwards' set, first one was a bit iffy, 3 hits, 2 misses. Second one was also quite iffy, 6 hits and 4 misses. The last one though, 10 hits and 2 misses was pretty good. Make of that what you will. The nature of what he was getting correct in a lot of the instances seemed to be kind of what I would consider beyond guesswork. Some of them were certainly, very guessable, but overall I'd say that was an impressive reading. I didn't see any real use of what you could reasonably say cold reading. Maybe I'm just not qualified to look for it, but if I was to look at that as I just have for the first time, I'd think, yeah, I'd be quite impressed with it. So that's just that's just a video to show you kind of how I would look at mediums and how I would rate them and how I would kind of analyse the readings to see whether they'd be good readings or not, whether they'd convince me or not. It's the sort of method that I use to analyse readings on myself. I've had a couple. I've had 3, in fact. The first one was pretty good. The second one was bullshit. And the third one, again, was very good. So I have had some experience with it, but I'm not a qualified mentalist. I can't see any hidden tricks that people would use to read people. I could only really tell you if there's an obvious looking trick going on. So I don't know, but from what I could see from John Edward and the First Lady, I couldn't see anything very obvious that would make me question the legitimacy of it. There were, as I say, a few things that were guessable, but the majority of hits that I saw were specific enough to really give some credibility to the readers. So let me know if how you would do anything differently in analysing this kind of thing, and if I missed any misses or missed any hits, let me know, and I'll have a look, just out of for my own interest, really. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in another one. If you have any suggestions on videos like this I can do, let me know.